When someone leaks something, it goes to TMZ. Like the regular person that channels with TMZ. When you see something come on and it comes on CNN, that's a little different. That could have came from the government themselves, like, you know, and then they benefited probably the most from those parties.
I don't know if it's a party. I'm saying that metaphorically. You know what I'm saying?
But you've heard about the parties that everyone is talking about. But you've never got invited to them. So you
I don't know. Really... I don't know. I don't even know what the party. That's how far out of it I am.
Happy birthday to me!
Kanye West, I hate that, man. Plus, I seen the nigga at one of the pop parties and sucking dick in the bathroom.
Vicent just leaked footage of Kim and Kanye at one of Diddy's parties, and it's so bad it could get them both locked up. This is an unreleased tape that the feds already had something they found during Diddy raids, but now Diddy's making sure the public sees it too.
According to leaked footage, Kim was allegedly heavily involved in Diddy's crimes and played a major role as his helper. If these allegations hold true, it could spell major trouble for Kim.
Now here's another wild part. Kanye literally showed up in court in an all-white outfit. A few days ago to support Diddy, and this is the some guy that Kanye used to call a fed.
It was a scene. Kanye West gets out of this luxury vehicle, the Maybach you see there, walks into court, shakes a hand, and he left after about 20 minutes because he was not allowed into the main courtroom. We caught him in the hallway. He told us that he was there to support Sean Combs. I'm not sure.
Sure, so what's going on here? How did Kanye go from claiming that Diddy made a deal with the government to inform on other celebs to now publicly sporting him? Well, according to Fiddyson, it all ties to Kim Kardashian and her involvement in Diddy's criminal empire. So in this footage that both Kim and Kanye are caught on camera at one of Diddy's parties, engaging in what looks like a group situation with several other people, and even mainstream. Media picked up Thestery when this footage first surfaced, but Kris Jenner swooped in with a classic Kardashian cleanup and the whole thing disappeared. But Fiddy is not letting it slide. He's connecting theats and airing it all out on social media. And if what he's saying is truth, Kardashian empire could crash and burn right next to Diddy.
Not 50 Cent telling us who was actually at the Vegas party. I thought Kanye was going to tell on himself by the end of the day, but never did I think 50 was going to put it out there.
Diddy senses back at it again, exposing the industry, and you may call him petty if you want, but he has every right to it because he's one of the few celebs who never got caught up in Diddy's wreck-off world. So Diddy just leaked some wild footage showing Kanye and Kim a tone of Diddy's private parties, and apparently the footage shows Diddy dry humping Kim in a bathroom while Kanye is making out with another man.
P. Diddy and the Kardashians were in the bathroom. And as they were in the bathroom, one of the Kardashians was getting dry humped. And it's obvious to see which one was getting dry humped. It was Kim Kardashian. At the time, she was with Kanye. So at the time, when Kanye was doing whatever, and she goes off, she's getting dry humped on a wall by P. Diddy.
Now as for Kanye, this old clip from an interview with Wong Clan's Method Man just went viral where Meth claims he saw Ye going at a Diddy party.
Kanye West, I hate that, man. Plus, I seen the nigga at one of the parties and just sucking dick in the bathroom.
So after this, Fiddy said didn't waste any time, and he went straight at Kanye, exposing the real reason he's now all of a sudden showing support for Diddy. And you can probably guess the reason. That's right. He's involved. Fiddy shared an AI-generated photo of himself in all white, followed by a snapshot of Kanye wearing a white outfit for the court appearance, and in the caption, Fiddy took a swipe at Kanye and his wife Bianca, writing, "We are wearing white in honor of the freak-offs. Damn, you should have brought your dirty little wife with that Grammys outfit." But Fiddy didn't stop there. He also shared another post dragging Kanye and Bianca after Kanye showed up at Diddy's trial, and he said in the caption, "That's why he was supporting Diddy. His A was out in Vegas with that little dirtbag lol." By Fiddy was talking about something Diddy's witness Jane Doe said on Theston last week. She described a night in Vegas with another famous rapper and his girlfriend, claiming they all hit a strip club together and then went back to a hotel party, and according to Jane Doe, this famous rapper made a move on her after She exposed herself while dancing Gand, while the rapper wasn't named in court. Jane Doe said he's an icon and a close friend of Diddy, and now 50 Cent's clearly hinting that this rapper is Kanye, but here's where it gets even messier. 50's also saying this Diddy just start. When Kanye married Bianca, it actually goes way back, and it's Deperthan. People think according to 50 their Al connection is through the Familithits. Had deep ties to Diddy for years Kardashians, and 50 is now saying that Kim wasn't just around, she was involved in Diddy's crimes, and guess what sources close to 50 are saying's about to expose all this. In his upcoming documentary, 50 Art, the doc on his IG and promise it'll break records when it drops, so had exactly did 50 discover about Kim Kardashian's link to Diddy's Rick empire? Well, this next part is what becows. It turns out Kim did way more than just party with Diddy, so there's a bunch of receipts out there showing Kim, Kris Jenner, and the rest off car Jenners at Diddy's parties. In fact, they used to openly brag about eating their reality show.
Yeah. So why do you care to go to this? Because I was invited and I think it would be fun. When are you going to act your own age? It's like rap crew, like Rick Ross and Diddy. Do you think this is like your crowd? I know a thing or two about rap music.
And all this came out just days before Kanye made a surprise appearance at Diddy's trial to show his support, and was greeted in front of the court. Diddy's son Christian.
Because this church is clearly a tax write-off Bible. So in general, churches are huge tax loopholes. They're exempt from paying federal, state, and local taxes, and all their financial records are closed. Only God knows about those P&Ls. She set up California Community Church in 2009 with a co-founder that she met at Starbucks. This is what it looks like. And Kim has said in interviews that she gives 10% of her income to the church each year. If she makes $80 million a year, that's $8 million. And if the other sisters are doing that too, that's at least like $50 million in tithings. If your church made $50 million a year, would it look like this? Oh, and here's what I think really seals the deal. The girls don't worship there. They go to Hillsong, they used to go to Sunday service. Is it because this isn't really a church?
However, we're now hearing that the Kardashians, especially Kim and Kris, weren't there just a party. They were there to help Diddy recruit victims, but it gets even sketchier because 50 Cent reportedly uncovered something huge involving Kris' so-called church in 2009. Kris set up her own church, called California Comuna Church, and there's been a load of speculation that the main purpose of this church was tax evasion.
Yes, Corey CIA. Like, he didn't even have to say it. I know it. CIA. You're talking about like, oh, this is my job, this is my he's Illuminati.
I so now 50 Cent's connecting the dots between Kim, Kanye, and all of Diddy's shady dealings. Anget, this 50 suspects that the Kardashians may have played a role in delivering young Justin Bieber to Diddy.
Yeah. Bieber. Yeah. Yo, what's up? Like, I'm calling you and answering.
Yeah, that was a little.
That was weird.
That was crazy.
That was weird.
They did not run through Bieber.
They was pressing him like he was, why you not answering your phone? Like, yo.
He wasn't answering for a reason.
Because you did things to me.
So now there's also the sold footage going viral showing Kim with furry young Bieber and making some inappropriate comments music back in 2010. When Justin was only 16 and Kim was 29, they did this weird photo shoot in the Bahamas for an Owl magazine spread. The photo showed Kim dressed provocatively messing around in the water with Justin lying on the beach next to him and posing on a hotel balcony while he watched Al. Also later shared a behind-the-scenes video from photo shoot, and you could see Kim was dressed in lingerie while talking about Justin having a crush on her. I
first met Justin Bieber at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in Washington, D.C., and I think actually before that I had said in an interview that I wanted to set him up with my sister, Kendall, who's 14, and then he had responded in an interview saying that no, he didn't want to be hooked up with my sister, he liked me, or something just silly like that. It was a joke.
Kim also talked about how
and all this came out just days before Kanye made a surprise appearance at Diddy's trial to show his support, and was greeted in front of the court. Diddy's son Christian.
And so when I met him in Washington, D.C., we took a picture together, and he Twittered it and said, you know, me and my girlfriend Kim. And instantly, I mean, it was on CNN, like all over the place, that him and I were dating.
Now as for Kanye, this old clip from an interview with Wong Clan's Method Man just went viral where Meth claims he saw Ye going at a Diddy party. Behind-scenes footage was honestly so hard to watch because Justin looked 7 younger than 16, and Kim was giving him feezy flirty looks the whole time. And remember, this photo shoot happened just months after Justin spent 48 hours with Diddy in 2009, and to make matters worse, the media was fully complicit in all this and were reporting on Kim and Justin dating rumors like it was perfectly normal. People magazine even run a story titled Kim Kardashian channels her inner cougar with Justin Bieber, and again Justin was 16 at that time. Meanwhile, Kim kept making creepy comments about Justin, and when she appeared on Lopez Tonight, she again joked about having a crush on him and said she would date him if he was of legal age. So just imagine the outrage if genders were reversed. But that's notable. During one episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim was seen talking about the Elle photo shoot with Kris and Kendall, and she again said she wished Justin was 18.
And so when I met him in Washington, D.C., we took a picture together, and he Twittered it and said, you know,
oh my God, it was so much fun.
What shoot did you do?
I did a shoot in the Bahamas with Justin Bieber.
How old is Justin?
16. During the shoot, Justin said, oh, I have a nickname for you. And I was like, what? He's like, Cougar.
Does he have a crush on you?
I have no idea.
Do you have a crush on him? Yeah, Kim, do you have a crush on him?
If only he was 18.
18? Wait, you know there's stuff all over the internet about how you're a cougar.
How I'm a cougar? Yeah. I'm not even 30 years old.
You're a cougar.
Do we actually think Kim was trying to hook up with Justin Bieber? No, however, it's even darker than that. You're about to learn from 50 Cent's documentary that Kim had a different reason for getting close to Justin, and it all ties back to the Kardashian. Deep ties to Diddy. After Justin spent those 48 hours with Diddy, he was reportedly so shaken up and traumatized, he wanted to walk away from the industry, and that's when Diddy sent Kim to smooth things over, and to convince Justin that what he saw was normal and that everyone in the industry does stuff like that. But 50 isn't done dropping receipts yet. In fact, this might just be the beginning. Apparently, Corey Gamble was spotted leaving a closed-door meeting in Beverly Hills with Kanye, and let's just say vid's about to blow the lid on exactly why Kanye is suddenly forced to support Diddy.